Hey there, my fellow language learners, and welcome back to the channel. My name's Matt Boyle. I come from America, but I've lived in China since 2011, and two of my biggest passions are language learning and gaming. And since 2016, I've been producing a variety of language learning card games to help people review and enrich any target language that they're after, and to really help foster creative expression, which is something that I think a lot of people have trouble with when they're learning foreign languages. You know, we spend a lot of time copying, memorizing, reciting, working through textbooks and classes, and I just feel like we got to break out, we got to get beyond that to the point where we can express ourselves creatively. And I think games are a great way to do that. And not only are games important for that reason, but games help us to be social again and help us to reconnect with friends, family, people in our community. People are spending too much time isolated on their devices nowadays, and they're forgetting to get together with real people and spend time in the real physical presence of others. I think that makes all the difference with language learning. It makes language learning much more effortless and memorable. Now, I want to show you really quickly my most recent game. Here it is. It's called Heading Into Language Land. This is the real deck, and there is over 100 different topics in this game to speak about in your target language, whatever that target language may be. And we are playing this game online every Saturday with players from around the world. We welcome all levels, and the events are free. So I think if you have even a slight interest in this kind of a thing, you should definitely come out and give it a try. You can find the details at languagecardgames.com. The schedule is there, the sign-up form is there, and more details like we're going to be keeping track of our players' progress on a leaderboard and giving away prizes at the end of the year. So it's a really great way to add enrichment into your process and to make friends. This game has a printable version, which you can print out at home, cut out, and start playing with right away. It's very affordable. The virtual version, which is what we play with online every Saturday, and these real decks, the one like I just showed you. This game also has foil cards. I got one right here that I was just showing in a different video. This is Word Mother, a foil card that allows you to assign the topics that you want to talk about. That's why there's no topics listed there. So if you buy the real deck, you can choose one of 3 foil cards to get. And then another exciting opportunity that goes along with this game is we could potentially design your own game card, and I could send you the printable version or the real professionally printed version of that card. So there's over 100 different topics in this game already, but I believe that the topics that are most unique to you could be fun to take and build a game card around. So we could design a monster, some sort of a character, a sword fighter, a special location, a special weapon. I've already done this for 2 customers and fans of the game, and that was a really fun process. We can hire a professional artist, or we can use AI, and we can design that, customized game card for you. Now, what about the active groups? Who are we rolling with right now? We have active groups for Japanese, Turkish, Spanish, and Mandarin. And I say it in that order because that's the order we play in every Saturday throughout the month. Now, if I didn't mention your target language, we could potentially create a group for your target language as well. You just got to reach out and let me know. You can leave a comment on this video or email me at languagecardgames.events@gmail.com. These groups have been some of the strongest, and I want to cultivate them. I want to continue to pour into them. I want to see what kind of progress they can make after 1 year, 2 years. We've already been playing for 2 years with some of these people. We started in April of 2023. So having these 4 sort of core groups or pillar groups allows us to really see the progress after many months to a few years. Keep in mind that these groups tend to play just once a month. So this is a way for them to understand how the game works and start to experience some progress. But it would be better, obviously, if you could play the game once or twice per week, because you really need that more regular, more frequent repetition and review for the stuff that you've talked about with the other players to stick in your mind. Now, we've also had other events in the past for French, German, Italian, Arabic, and so many others. So again, if you're learning a different language and you want to try this out, I'm happy to help you to make it happen. You just got to reach out to me and let me know. One final note that I want to leave you with is to mention that I'm currently working on the second edition of this game. So some of our veteran players, they've been using this game online now for about 2 years, and I think that shows you how much replay value you can get out of the game. There's over 100 different topics in the game, and even if the same topics come up, people talk about them in different ways. They bring up different examples, and we're playing with people from different countries all over the world, so people say different things according to their background. So there's a tremendous amount of value to be squeezed out of this game. You can get a lot of mileage out of this game. That said, I think people are already looking forward to new categories, new characters, new places. We're already looking forward to heading into Language Land 2. But this game is taking me a much longer time. It's taking me longer than any of my prior games, mainly because I've got 2 little kids at home now. I'm often sleep deprived, but also I want this game to be better than any game I've put out before, and I'm really taking time to go granular and get into the details with the artists who I'm working with. I'm working with some incredible artists. You know, a single piece of artwork with some of the artists I'm working with could easily be $300 or $400 or more, and they may take several months to maybe even a year to finish one. And I have several pieces being worked on by single artists. So like one artist might be doing 2 or 3 or 4 pieces for me over the course of several months to a year. So it's really, you know, quite a project. It's a considerable amount of effort that myself and the artists are putting into it. So I thank you for your patience. If you're interested in this game, it's probably going to take another 2 years from this point. I mean, once I get all the artwork, I need about 50 to 60 pieces probably. Once I get all the artwork, I need to dial in the languaging. I need to dial in the topics and the rules, which I'm doing some of that already in parallel. But once I get all the artwork in, I have to finalize the actual design of each game card. And it's been a really exciting process. I'm sharing the game development for that game on the homepage of my YouTube channel. I've got a playlist for heading into Language Land 1, where we show playthroughs and explain how the game works. And I've got a playlist for heading into Language Land 2, where I share game development updates. You can see some sketches, some pieces that have come back from the artists. And if you have any ideas for word categories or topics that you want to see in that game, just let me know. Maybe I can make it happen. Thanks so much for tuning in to today's video, and I hope to see you in an upcoming online game event. Bye-bye for now.